Alright, welcome back guys. This is the second video on the Leap Motor C10, and this one is about the center console 14.6 inch HD display and the, I guess, roughly 10-inch driver's display. Starting off with the driver's display straight ahead, you do have wonderful ambient lighting that just goes around. Your driver's display is pretty simple. Like, you have this multitask button that basically shows your navigation, your media, and then your computer statistics, basically your driving statistics. So basically driving distance, your time, your average consumption, 13.7 kilowatts. Okay figure. It's a big bulky car, so I don't expect anything less than 12 maybe, or 11 on a good day with AC, of course. And then since last trip change, your total trip change and everything, and then you have your driver's mode and then the temperature at the bottom. And then on the other side you have your, this is your auto hold sign, your parking light sign, your headlight sign on. It's an evening time, so the automatic headlights have turned it on. You have your gear selector, which is on the right hand side, by the way, like this knob. So brake, foot on brake and put down, and then that will change to D. If I take it up, it'll go into reverse. And this is honestly a really crystal clear HD display with dynamic lines too. I'm on the side of a road, but it also shows your rear proximity sensor in centimeters here, so I think that's a cool add-on. And according to how, oh, look at that. Yeah, and then did you notice, depending on how close pedestrians are walking by, the interior ambient light also flashed accordingly. I think that's a nice, wonderful touch. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a very static sort of driver's display, but again, it's really not meant to like bombard you with information. I think at the bottom is your odometer here, and then your battery. So 199 kilometers, and on the charging is about 47. So I'm going to say this is about 50%, and 50% again is 200. So I would guess 100% would be around 400 kilometers. My consumption today, I've driven probably at least 60 to 70 kilometers, has been anywhere between 13 to 15 kilowatt hour for every 100 kilometer. So it goes up and down quite quickly. But anyway, that's your driver's display, and then you have your seatbelt warnings there, your parking brake. I don't have my seatbelts on. And then the main thing, this floating center console, as Leap Motor calls it. No other buttons, unfortunately. Oh, by the way, on the left hand side are your wiper controls, and then your indicators as your, and then this tab here is your rear wiper. Back to the center console, by the way. It's 14.6 inches. Again, very high resolution. I really like it. Super tactile. There's no lag at all. Like, it's a Snapdragon processor. I forget which one exactly, 8555 I think. And it has its own Leap OS software integrated on top. Dynamic wallpapers. I love it. I just love going through each of these scenery landscapes. But anyway, I'm going to stop that. Your time on the top left, and then your connection. Passenger airbag, for some reason, always turns off on its own. I am just not sure why or how. I've turned this on so many times today. Even with a passenger on board, it just turns off automatically. I'm not sure why. And then it shows that you have traction control off for some reason. Again, your cell connection if you have a SIM card. And then your lock unlock for your car. Also your profile. You do get to add preferences, and when you do, you basically get to keep all these memory seat functions. These are all different people and different seating positions. Like, even just changing these, my seating preferences are changed here and there. Yeah, anyway. And then after that, you have a quick setting app drawer here, just for like calls and your phone book and just multitasking and everything. You have your quick onboard statistics here, and then you have your Bluetooth media, whatever connection. Right now, this car in Nepal does not have Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. They've actually supplied a Bluetooth dongle to connect your phone with the infotainment system, but they promise that it is on its way and will arrive in some time. Thank God for that. There is an inbuilt navigation, but again, doesn't work in Nepal. It'll probably work if it has connection. Again, once Apple CarPlay comes, they'll just take care of all of this. On the left hand side, you have your volume controls, media, nav, phone, intelligent voice. By the way, this works too. High leap motor.
I am listening.
Close the sun blind.
Okay, sunshade closed.
And it does. Like, just basic commands. And then the next tab is your seat ventilation and cooling. For the front seats, you can one tap close off everything. Front passenger heating and cooling. Driver side heating and cooling. Ventilation is just one mode, but heating can be in 1, 2, and 3 settings for both the passenger and the driver's seat. And the heating and cooling function on this is phenomenal. Like, especially the heating. Oh my god, just warms your bum really well. And then you can move your passenger seat and driver's seat, basically front and back, from this, but you can also do it from the side there. And I've also programmed this button to move the seat, the passenger seat, because it's a wide car and I can't reach there that easily. Anyway, this is for your air circulation, whether you want air from the outside or just circulate inside. Your defoggers at the front and back, and then your fan turn on and off, basically your AC controls. But this is an AC control too here. Dual zone climate, by the way. You can sync it, but you can also leave it. So I want it colder on this side, hotter on that side, and 30 degrees there. Here you do have a 2.5 pm air filter on the top left. Everything goes off if I don't continue to interact with it, and you can turn that on and it'll purify the air inside. Ventilation, AC mode, heating mode, and auto mode, depending on what you want. What I really liked about this car though was you have an eco mode, you have a fast cooling mode. I'm going to turn that off for now. And then this is your quick, which air directions you want, just from the front or the top. It's very Tesla like. I'll just keep it in face forward at the moment, but this is what I really liked. Do you want air directly at you, or do you want free air where it like pushes air around you, or do you want air indirectly at you, or just at the driver? Sorry, at the driver's side. And it's the same on this too. Free air, direct air at the passenger, or air sweep where it's basically slowly taking it, like an air conditioner that you probably have at home. I'm gonna sync this for now. And that's pretty much it. You do have a settings here. Automatic steering wheel heating. Oh yeah, I forgot that. One button here and it turns on and off your steering heating. And then AQS auto air collection, recirculation, and then AC mold prevention mode. Software things that this car has. I'm not too sure if it does have any hardware, but I could be wrong here. Again, EC related buttons, and then you have a dedicated camera. So the way you navigate this camera is you have a 3D button here, and then you press the front of the car, the front comes, your left side of the car, your right side of the car, and then your rear. That's how you do it. And then you can do 3D, sorry, and then take it around as you want. You can also get a bit of a view underneath the car, but this is like a memory that's like stitched together, so it is a bit laggy, and I wouldn't be too confident about that one. But again, really nice high res. And then you can also have a wheel view at each if you want to check what's around. And then rear view wide angles. You have a setting here, transparent chassis. Do you want that? I do. Do you want dynamic trajectory? Basically the dynamic lines I showed you earlier. And then reversing alarm. Do you want that on or off? Good. Again, another dedicated button down here for your media controls, your navigation and settings. I'll quickly go over the menu and come back to the settings. Navigation, 360, settings. It's again all the same thing: Spotify, local media, a bunch of browsers, automatic routines and stuff. I want to show you the automatic routines. So air renewal, low power mode, play USB music. Vehicle starts automatically and plays USB music. You can like condition the car to like learn certain scripts, kind of like the Shortcuts app on your iPhone. I'm not sure if Android has the same thing, but I, as an iPhone user, do have some of these like automated things transcribed. Passenger airbag off. I wanted that on. And so that was Shortcuts. Then you have App Store and other stuff. But I think this is what we're all trying to like look at, the settings and just the plethora of settings. I'm going to start from the top left and go down. Exterior lights, and you can turn them off, but it turns off the interior lights as well, which I did not like, so I'm going to leave them in auto and keep this on. Your fog lights can be turned on and off, on, off, on. Again, on, off, that's it. And then automatic high beam, and then intelligent lighting. Your lighting delay, your running lights, your headlamp height, your intelligent high beam. So basically what this does is your headlight angle can be adjusted. So this is at the highest angle, and then it slowly dips down. I will show this on the road. Like I'm putting it back up, and then I'm putting it back down. So it's not the biggest inclination difference, but it does make a difference. Fog lights and everything, and that's it. And then you have your interior lights. So reading lights, you can turn them on and off. At the back, I was looking at the front. So rear, right, left, and it's really nice that you can control it from here. The ones at the front are just touch. Ambient light auto on and off. Brightness of these ambient light. Colors, static, multi-flashing, entire vehicle front, rear, you can turn that off. Music rhythm, I turn that off because it's a bit too flashy, but why is it not? Sorry if it was focused out. I turn that off, but your preference. Ambient lighting, just on and off. Effects, sorry. And then doors and windows, you can adjust your windows and doors here, but you do have buttons here for that, so I just never looked at it. This though I think is a bit of a pain. Your rear view mirror, you have to change them according to your steering control, so I'm gonna do the right one right now. Like you can see, a bit inconvenient, I must say. And you can also fold and heat your windows, by the way. Completely forgot to mention that in the review. Auto tilt on reverse, left side only, right side only, both sides. That's a nice feature. Rear view mirror, automatic folding unfolding when locked unlock, and then automatic rear view mirror heating in the rain or in colder temperatures, basically. And that's it for your doors and windows. The next one is charging. And in charging, you can have a basic vehicle charging status, charging limit at 100%. You can do it minimum up to 50%. That's great. Your current voltage, 341.2 voltage. It's a 400 volt architecture system, by the way. And then you can schedule it if you have different tariff rates for that. You can also have a standard range and a dynamic range. Your standard range is showing me 198, whereas a dynamic is showing 176. That's fine. And then V2L. So how low do you want V2L to work? Up to 20% or more than that? Unlock V2L connector. This is sold separately. You'll have to buy a third-party adapter, or maybe Leap Motor Nepal will provide it later. And then your driving mode. This is the fun part. You have a one-pedal driving mode. Surprisingly, works really well. A creep mode, an auto hold, ESC hill descent control. I really liked it. It works quite effortlessly, and a comfortable stop mode. I don't know what this is, to reduce the discomfort when braking. Okay, that's pretty cool. I never noticed that today. And then your drive modes, Eco, Comfort, Sport. And if you're wondering what custom is, I mentioned it in my review, but you can toggle these different settings: acceleration, 3 different preferences, regeneration, and steering mode. Yes, for now. And then you have a comparison chart. Just pause the screen if you want to look at it, what it's all about. But basically the different iterations and options you can do. And then coming down, your steering wheel customization button. So for this, 360 surround is what I've kept at, but you can do different things, and then double clicking the same thing can also do different shortcuts. Then your intermittent wiper speeds determined by this. And then this is what I keep off because it just beeps and bongs so much. But here's the whole list: emergency lane keep assist, lane centering, speed assistance, speed limit change. This is such an annoying one, I promise. Overspeed alarm and warning, speed limit control, active safety, front collision warnings. Again, 17 ADAS features, so front collision warnings, lane departure warnings, assist level warning only, lane departure warning, sensitivity low high, warning sound, blind spot, door open close, rear collision, rear cross traffic, assist levels, and distraction warning, which is done, by the way, by this sensor here, this red blinking light. Oh my god, that's a mouthful. And then image assist, vehicle startup assist. It just gives you hints and points. I am going to turn everything off, trust me when I say this, but if you checked out my review, you would have seen how much the car alerted me, given half of these things were on. Like, all right, we're just done. Sound, again, same thing. A touch feedback, gear shifting sound, door unlock, lock chimes, sound muted in reverse, lower media volume when opening doors, sound effects when you enter the vehicle, entire vehicle, the sound effect mode, dynamic theater. These are really good, nice presets. And then you have equalizers too, to check around and mess with. The Leap Motor Assistant that I talked about, with opening and closing the sun blinds. Intelligent driver, front passenger, or where do you want to like keep it attentive? And then how do you want the continuous conversation to happen for 10 seconds more? Do you want it to keep on listening or not? And then skip wake up sound. If you, I'm not going to say this, but if you basically say hi and the company name, it learns to listen to you. And then voice command techniques, navigate, traffic conditions, play music, Bluetooth music, track switching, play control, active aircon, AC on and off, front rear defrosting, window switch, sun blinds, just the basic sort of thing. It's not like Google AI or like Siri, but it does do the trick when you don't want to be looking around in this menu screen. And then your driver display, this thing, do you want it in a light bright mode? I think this actually would have been better for the contrast on this video. Screen brightness. Oh my god, that is bright. Automatic brightness. Screen cleaning, if you want to like turn all of this off. And that's how you exit. This is very bright. And then distance in km or mile. And then at the bottom you have system. You do have a towing mode on the car, by the way. Some ADAS functions will be disabled. Yeah, that's quite cool. You have delayed detection. You have life detection. Start the vehicle with a password if you want it. Passenger airbag has been turned off again. I don't get this. Why is it turning it off? set password, binding authentication, maintenance interval reminders, and just general settings. And that is pretty much it. So I'm back on the homepage now, and this has been a very long overview of the Motor C10 OS as well as the infotainment driver's display. So let me know if you have a question or comment down below. I'll try my best to get back to you, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.